G'day everyone, Luke Stahl here again with another Learning with Luke, again far north Queensland. And what I've got here is I've got a scrub python. By the looks of it, it's possibly a male, hard to tell at this size. Okay, so these guys can be found in tropical rainforests around Australia and around Papua New Guinea. This one I'm just trying to release just behind me here. It's not behaving very well. It actually has striked me a few times. He is just very happy to be released. So scrub pythons are actually, or amethystine pythons, are actually the longest species of snake in all of Australia. So this one is just a little one. Okay, the biggest ones that you'll find can reach up to about 6 meters in length. Okay, which is pretty cool. All right, and they are amazing creatures. As you can see, they're very, very strong. So they're a semi-arboreal species, which means that they spend a lot of the time both up in the trees and then also on the ground. So you can see that he's able to hold a large proportion of his body weight above the ground. Okay, and what that means is that when he's up in the trees, he's got a much higher mobility. So he can move around and he can go from branch to branch and reach across long distances. All right, calming right down now, which is nice. An interesting thing about scrub pythons is that they actually can incubate their eggs. So you've probably noticed pictures of female snakes actually wrapping themselves around their clutch of eggs. So what that is they're doing that for two main reasons. The first one is that, see, he's trying to climb up on me now. The first one is they're actually doing it to protect their eggs. So they're making sure nothing is going to be able to steal the eggs off them, because they're actually really good mothers, right? The second reason that they wrap around their eggs is they're actually doing it to try to incubate their eggs. Okay, now snakes are reptiles, which means they're ectotherms, which means they can't produce their own internal body heat and actually rely on external factors such as sunlight to control their internal body temperature. So if you think about a snake trying to incubate their eggs without creating their own internal body heat, it's quite difficult. So what they've learned how to do is basically they use friction. So the snake, when it's curled around its eggs, will actually start to shiver. Okay, this shivering effect will actually create heat in between the scales and in between the scales and the eggs. And it's actually one of the best ways that they can keep their eggs warm, okay, ensuring that the incubation process runs its full course and that the little baby snakes will actually hatch nice and healthy. Now you can see he's calmed right down now. And this is the thing with a lot of reptiles. Once they learn that you're actually not going to hurt them, they'll usually calm right down, okay? Maybe doesn't like the camera woman just there. But that's all right. So I'm gonna let this one go now. I don't wanna cause it too much stress that I have to. The camera girl, Jackie, actually was the one that caught it. So we'll let him go. And thank you so much for listening. Another Learning with Luke. Hope you enjoyed. Cheers.